We have been here for about 55 years as a Catholic Church, and this community is one of the most marginalized in the country from the time of the colonial period and even after independence. The government was not very keen to do any development in this community.
Trocaire has always been supporting vulnerable communities through Caritas Lodwar and other agencies to ensure that the narrative of marginalization, the narrative of poverty and hopelessness is sort of alleviated. When oil came in, it brought a new economic front that the pastoralists, for example, may not have been adequately prepared for. And so there is need to engage them and to tell them, look, this new thing in the room, this is how it works. It's not the traditional economy, but again, there is a way in which they have to adopt and sink into the new economic life. Through funding from KExpro, Trocaire has been able to put up a proposal that has been able to see various aspects of development. The project was aimed at reducing conflicts in oil and gas because of the interface between oil and gas coming to a society that has a background of marginalization, a background of not having private registered land, land is owned communally, land access issues, and people who have never seen government. So the design of the project was that these people, the poor, the marginalized, the women, the youth, and those that would otherwise not get their voices on the table are included. So the project aimed at getting all the voices on board, just to ensure that nobody remains behind. Friends of Lake Turkana works on a public participation component that ensures that the voices of the most vulnerable children, women, and youth at large are heard, not just at the lower level, but at a county level. It was essential for the project also to have a conflict mitigation component, and this is done by Life and Peace Institute. That, for instance, if people have grievances on land, if people's access to pasture is being restricted as a result of either movements between clans or as a result of the oil activities or well, whatever that may be the cause, how could people positively solve that conflict without fighting, for instance? Forest Action Network, through Trocaire, has been able to come up with a county policy on natural resource management. We had natural resource management committees through both Forest Action Network and Kenya Land Alliance. These have been able to go to communities and tell them, look, if you cut forests, for example, if you are not managing your natural environment, the effects of climate change will push you guys because your livelihoods depend on natural resources.